Hey, what is going on, y'all? It is your boy Rhino Man here, SBN, Sports Bash Nation. It's time for another mock draft 2.0. Now that the Washington Commanders have landed Cliff Kingsbury as their offensive coordinator, there's been a lot of chatter out there that they want to move up to the number 1 pick to solidify Caleb Williams. So Adam Schefter's tweeted about it. Brad Spielberger actually had an interesting tweet where he said that Washington would be willing to give up picks number 2, 40, and a first-round pick in 2025 to move up one spot to get Caleb Williams. Cliff Kingsbury worked with Caleb Williams at USC, so it makes sense that they would want to make sure that they can get Caleb Williams. And I love this trade because we moved back to one spot. I want to keep Justin Fields, so I don't want Caleb Williams anyways, so we're still able to get the guy we want. We recouped that second-round pick that we gave Washington last year for Montez Sweat, so you're basically getting Montez Sweat for nothing, but paying them that new contract, and we get a first-round pick in 2025, which I bet will be a top 10 pick at the very least. It's a great scenario because at pick number 2, we're getting Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver, Ohio State, the guy many Bears fans, myself included, want. He's the best player in the draft. Marvin Harrison Jr. makes wide receiver play look like an art form. He has rare foot speed and agility for a player his size. He snaps off all of his routes in an instant. He's a smart, controlled route runner with the perfect tools to maximize his traits. He flies off the line of scrimmage and challenges defensive backs right away, and he has truly exceptional ball skills and spatial awareness. He's always open, even when he's not. Marvin Harrison Jr. is a game changer, and him and DJ Moore will make up the best wide receiver duo in the league, hands down. I really feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. is destined to be a Bear, and people talk about, you hear it all the time, everybody's a lot of generational talents. It gets overused a lot, but if there is one generational talent in this draft, it is Marvin Harrison Jr. So at pick number 9, we take Jared Verse, edge rusher, Florida State. He's 6'4", 250 pounds. He has an NFL-ready body and was one of the most intimidating players in college football. He has an impressive blend of speed, size, and versatility. He has great play strength and the power to bull rush tackles with ease. He possesses a remarkable burst off the line of scrimmage, allowing him to gain instant leverage against opposing offensive linemen. He can convert speed to power better than anyone in college football, and Jared Verse will be a versatile chess piece for the Bears as he can line up as a traditional defensive end and slide inside in obvious passing situations. He's a high motor player and has a tremendous work ethic that was infectious with his teammates. His run defense moves can use some refinement in the next level, and while I think Dallas Turner may be the best athlete in the draft at edge, I think he's better suited as a stand-up linebacker. And I think the top 2 tackles in Joe Alt and Olu Fashanu will probably be off the board at 9, so we get another major piece for the defense with Jared Verse. And at pick number 40, we select Jordan Morgan, offensive tackle from Arizona. He's 6'6", 230 pounds. He has tremendous versatility and is a plug-and-play offensive tackle or guard at the next level from day one. He's an excellent run blocker with rare combination of speed and athleticism with natural strength and positional versatility. He has incredibly light feet and really good flexibility and excellent movement skills. His excellent strength and his ability to anchor bull rushers and generate power in run blocking situations sets him apart. His strength is a foundation asset that promises to make him a force in the trenches in the NFL. Bottom line, he has the goods. A prototypical build and positional flexibility is why I think he will be a steal for the Bears in the second round. Pick 75, we take Javon Bullard, safety, Georgia. Bullard's a guy I've talked a lot about on this channel. I really like the guy. He's 5'11", 180 pounds, a versatile defensive back with experience, playing all over Georgia's secondary. He possesses excellent length and very good instincts. He has the skills to play in the slot, and while a little undersized for the safety position, he did make a seamless adjustment when converting to safety last year. His recognition skills and instincts are extremely impressive, and he is versatile enough to play anywhere in the secondary. It will be interesting to see where the Bears put him. And at pick number 110 in the 4th round, we take Johnny Wilson, wide receiver, Florida State. Johnny Wilson is a skyscraper-sized wide receiver with surprising movement ability and impressive polish. Johnny Wilson is 6'7", 237 pounds, and he sports outrageously long arms. His size alone makes him difficult to bully at the line of scrimmage or throughout his routes, but he supplements that with crafty use of his length and impressive power to run through physical defensive backs. As a route runner, Wilson has much more to him than his ball winner frame suggests. He plays with surprisingly quick feet and smooth hips. His ability to throttle down and burst out of his route breaks with relative ease for a player his size. And Wilson is also an exceptionally smart route runner. He does an awesome job of setting up his route breaks by attacking defensive back shoulders and making them open up one way before cutting back the other. Wilson also generally does well to make himself friendly to the quarterback. Like I said, at 6'7", 237 pounds, he does an excellent job blocking defenders contenders in the run game, which will be a huge asset for the Bears, who have led the NFL in rushing over the last 2 years. And with Marvin Harrison and DJ Moore lined up on the outside, Johnny Wilson can be devastating in the slot. He plays with surprisingly quick feet and smooth hips, and he uses his long legs to his advantage with long strides as he has great speed. He struggles in press coverage, and dropping passes has been a problem for him. He is very raw, so he falls to the Bears in the 4th round. At pick number 122 in the 4th round, we get Michael Pratt, quarterback from Tulane. Michael Pratt might be my favorite quarterback in the draft, and he would be a terrific insurance policy for the Bears. I first saw Michael Pratt the first game of the 2021 season. I was at my buddy Dave's house, and we saw Tulane play Oklahoma. He took a vicious hit where he got slammed to the ground. It looked like his neck snapped. I thought his career was over. And he got right back in the game a few plays later, and he played amazing the rest of the game. Actually led Tulane to almost a comeback upset victory that game against a number 2 Oklahoma team that featured Spencer Rattler and Caleb Williams at quarterback at the time. And Michael Pratt was definitely the best quarterback on the field that day, and I've been following him ever since. They ended up having a terrible year that year. I think they were 2-11, but 2022 and 2023, they had great seasons, winning 10 plus games and getting into big bowl games. Michael Pratt is an under the radar prospect who is a plus decision maker with the football. He has a high level IQ with the ability to go through all of his progressions. He has solid accuracy and mechanics, and he's at his best on the move. And the kid is a freaking gamer with elite competitive toughness. He's 6'3", 220 pounds, so he's the perfect size for the position. I love Michael Pratt, and I think he's somebody who could develop behind Justin Fields and possibly replace him in the next couple years if we don't get the progression that we expect from him. And as we saw last year with all the injuries to the quarterback positions, what Cleveland went through, I think it's good to have a couple capable backups. And while I love Tyson Bagent, I know Michael Pratt is going to be special in the NFL, and at round 4, we should take him. And finally, at pick number 142 in the 5th round, Zack Zenner falls to us, guard from Michigan. Zenner is as reliable as they come. He's 6'6", 315 pounds, one of the best offensive linemen in college football. He would have been drafted last year, but he returned for his senior year to win a national championship, as he was a huge piece on the best O-line in the country. He possesses incredibly high football IQ, has an elite blend of physicality, a mean streak, and tools. He boasts strong durability as an interior blocker. It doesn't take long to realize Zack Zenner is a very sharp football player, and Zenner is a high character guy, and has been recognized with honors in regards to academics and leadership. He had experience playing all across the line at Michigan, but is a guard through and through, and will be an excellent piece on the Bears offensive line. He checks all the essential boxes, but he does lack the physical traits and raw explosiveness to be considered an earlier draft. But I believe Zack Zenner has all the tools to be a reliable starting guard in the NFL, and it would be a steal if he did fall to us in the 5th round. So I really like this draft. I know it is offensive heavy, but we do get one of the best defensive players in the draft in Jared Verse, and we get a starting safety to replace Eddie Jackson with Javon Bullard. We get the best player overall in the draft in Marvin Harrison Jr. and a literally huge weapon in Johnny Wilson. We've plugged the holes on the offensive line with offensive tackle Jordan Morgan and guard Zack Zenner, and we get a great insurance policy in Michael Pratt. And we also have free agency to look forward to, where I think there's some interesting options, mainly Danielle Hunter from Minnesota, who I would love the Bears to sign. He is set to be an unrestricted free agent, as with the deal he made with Minnesota last year, they can't franchise him. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think the Bears should do? Do you like that trade with Washington? Do you like any of the picks I got here? What do you guys think about Michael Pratt? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Please take the time to hit the subscribe button. I would appreciate it a million. You guys continue to stay blessed, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.